Armen And Levack, 104.5 The Team, and RPI hockey coach Seth Appert with us now on 104.5 The Team, your home for New York sports. RPI opens up their season tonight against Notre Dame. It is hockey time in the Capital Region. Coach Appert, how you doing?
I'm doing great, guys. Thanks for having me on. I like your show. I appreciate you guys putting me on.
Hey, thanks for that. Appreciate that.
Just glad you could join us.
Yeah, it's very cool. Coach, I went to a game last year at RPI. Had a blast. The atmosphere at your games is just incredible, isn't it?
It is. We're very fortunate to work at a school, and our student athletes are fortunate to play for a school that is so passionate about hockey. We have 1,000 students in the student section. We're about 4,000 fans at the game. Just a really great collegiate atmosphere, and it's one of the best that I've been a part of, and we're very fortunate to have that kind of support.
You guys open up this Friday for your 2014-2015 season. What are the expectations? What can we look for out of the RPI squad this year?
I think we're going to be good. I like our team. I think we have the opportunity to finish much higher than people think. I think we're kind of similar to 2 years ago, where we were predicted, in the middle towards bottom, and then we finished in second, in the top 15 in the country. And I like the depth of our team. I like the feel of our team, and I think in college sports, I believe you win with your seniors. And as talented as some of our young guys are, and we have a really good freshman class, our senior class has a lot of character, has a lot of talent in there, has a little bit of a bitter taste in their mouth from last year's struggles at times, and I think that Curtis Leonard, our captain, and our seniors are really primed to make this a successful campaign. Now we're going to be a work in progress. I don't think we're a top 10 team right now, but I think if we have a will to get better every day in practice and learn from our failures, I think that come December and on from there, we're going to be a heck of a hockey team.
Seth Appert of RPI Hockey on 104.5 The Team, your home for New York sports. Coach Appert, I got to ask you, Union wins the national title. What's that like when the crosstown rival, when you guys watch them lift the national championship trophy? Are you happy for them? Does it get you going a little bit? Is it both? What's the feelings like from your end?
It's a little bit of everything. It's funny. I was wondering myself how I was going to feel in that national championship game, and I found myself wanting them to win. I'm proud of our league. I think our league 7 years ago was considered the fourth best league in college hockey, and now it's the best league in college hockey. And I'm really proud of what the ECAC is doing on and off the ice. So I think from a league perspective, that's great. You certainly don't love seeing your rival have more success than you, but it puts a little thorn in your side. It makes you want to work that much harder, and quite frankly, I think they earned it. And I respect teams that earn it, and it wasn't just earned from their season last year. I think it's been a 15-year process over there of the last three coaches that they've had. Kevin Sneddon, a great coach; Nate Lehman, a great coach; Rick Bennett, a great coach, and the university's commitment to building a program. I think it's been a 15-year march that they've been on, not just a one-year success story. And I think when you see that, you have to respect that, and you give them credit for it. So I think they earned it.
Hey, Coach, getting into this weekend's games, but first, Jason Kasdorf, great goalie, coming back to you. How's he doing?
Jason's doing great. It's nice to have him back. Obviously, we missed him last year. Scotty Diebold played very well in his place, but I think Jason is arguably the best goaltender in the country. And not only is he really good at a key position, but he's one of the best human beings and one of the hardest workers that I've ever been around. He's a great person. He's a great teammate. He's one of the hardest workers on the team. And when one of your best players has that mentality, it just kind of spreads on down the line. So it's just great to have him on the ice with the guys every day. And, I thought he played very good in the exhibition game. He looked good in practice. But, one thing we all need to remember, and I've told him this, is he hasn't played a real game in 11 months. And he's a better goalie than he was as a freshman when he was one of the best goalies in the country. But that might not play out in October. Long term, it will. He'll be back to be one of the best goalies in the country. But October, there could be some ups and downs that go along with it, as it's been a long time since he's been in live action.
Coach Seth Appert of RPI Hockey on 104.5 The Team. And Coach Appert, in regards to the goalie position in hockey, I've always thought that position has the most pressure compared to any other sport because it's one guy on the ice of 6 and he's on the ice the entire time. Do you treat the goalie, not just Kosdorf, but in general as a head coach, do you treat the goalie differently than you do other players?
I do a little bit, but I think a mistake that coaches make. I was a goalie, so I think I have an advantage in that. But I do the work specifically with the goalies for individual skill work. So I think I do have a little bit of a different relationship there. But I think sometimes a mistake coaches make either with goalies, pitchers, or quarterbacks, because I think their reality is they're very much the same position. Is that you treat them too softly and you worry too much about their psyche. And I think that the reality is they need to be held accountable, and you need to be hard on them just like anybody else. And I think that the team appreciates that. The team wants to see the best players in the most important position held accountable. They need to see that. And I also think when they gain a mentality, when they see that best player at that key position be a leader, have that accountability, the coaches being hard on them, I think it allows the team to rally around them a little bit as well.
Coach, your whole season starts tonight against Notre Dame, then either Minnesota or Minnesota Duluth. Like, how good is it or bad is it for a team to start against major programs right out of the gate?
I think it's good. I mean, we choose our non-conference schedule, and from this year and other years, we always play one of the most demanding schedules in the country. Notre Dame, obviously, is the start this year, but we have Denver, Miami, Michigan, Boston University. We have our schedules chock full with premier programs. But I think that's how you get better. I think that's what makes you gives you an opportunity to prove that we're also a top 10 program. I think we've done a really good job in the last 5 years climbing the ladder and getting us back to being a top 20, top 25 program. But now we need to make that next step and get back to top 10 and challenge for championships. And I think to do that, you need to play those teams. So we're going out there to play those teams, but it's not going to be anything different. This is something we're used to, not only in non-conference but in league. Again, Union won the national title last year. We played them 3 times last season. Yale won it the year before. We swept them the year before when they won the national title. So we're used to playing premier programs, and we know the challenges that it's going to present, and we're looking forward to that challenge.
RPI hockey coach Seth Appert with us on 104.5 The Team. It's Armen and Levack, where you're home for New York sports. And, Coach, it was fun to see Ryan Haggerty, your player from last year, now with the New York Rangers organization. He scored 2 goals in the preseason, has now been assigned to the AHL Hartford affiliate. What's it like to see him at that level? And what are your expectations for Haggerty at the NHL level?
Well, number one, we're proud of him. Like we are of all of our alums. I think we had 7 guys in NHL training camps, and Brandon Peary, Jerry D'Amigo, guys are going to play in the NHL. Alan York stayed up in Tampa Bay the whole training camp. He didn't get sent down until right at the end. Mike Zaleski got in some games. So it's great to see our guys going on and having success in pro hockey. But with Ryan, that game he had there at the Garden was pretty special. It was great to see him score those goals and put himself in position to contend for a lineup spot with the Rangers. And he's a special goal scorer. You saw that here. You already saw a glimpse of it in the NHL, and he's got a tremendous work ethic. And I believe if he earns the opportunity, and if given the opportunity, because sometimes you got to get some opportunities as well, I believe he can score at the National Hockey League level. And I think it's good for him to have to go down to Hartford. He's going to have to go down and prove it in the American League. And if he gets on the top 2 lines and on a power play down in Hartford, he's going to score goals, and he's going to get called up to the big club and have that opportunity.
All right, Coach, got to ask, do you have October 31st and November 1st circled on the calendar?
That's fair. It should be circled on everybody's calendar, right?
Yes.
Considering they won the national title, it's one of the greatest rivalries in all of college hockey right now. And considering what happened last year at the Times Union Center, I think all of those things combined make it kind of a circled date. That's going to be, I think it'll be bedlam. I think it'll be a lot of fun to be a part of for the student athletes and the coaches and the fans. And both buildings will be packed. And I think that when you add in Halloween into the equation for the fans, it probably takes it to a whole other level. So I think those are going to be 2 town. And, I think we obviously want to turn the tide in the rivalry. But at the same time, we're certainly appreciative of getting the opportunities to play in those types of games against another program that you respect, but that you also don't necessarily like.
I was just gonna ask you: is there any bad blood still? Have you guys cleared the air yet? But I like that you get right to it, Coach. I think hey, we respect you. We just don't like you.
Well, no, and it's as a team. I'll say this, and I said it right after the game there at the Times Union Center. I like Rick Bennett. I like him. Not only I respect him, I like him. And we got together and cleared the air very soon after that. And it doesn't mean that I don't want our program to whoop his, and I know he feels the same way about ours. But there's a good, healthy respect amongst coaching staffs and amongst teams, and not only that, but I like Rick, and I enjoy. We don't get a lot of time together, obviously, because the two programs are leading, but when we have time together in the off season, I've enjoyed that time, and I have a lot of respect for who he is and how he goes about his business.
Having a crosstown rival like you guys do, that's got to be just so much fun, doesn't it? I mean, isn't that a great aspect of RPI hockey and I guess union hockey too, that you guys just have each other, that every year you just want to beat the living crap out of each other?
I think it's tremendous. I mean, and it was something that was a miss when I got here. I thought is that I don't think our fans or our players saw them as the rival because of the history and tradition. And credit to Union for changing that and dominating parts of the rivalry. And I think that now there's no question in our fans' mind, or certainly in our student athletes' mind, that's our rival. It's a great rivalry to be a part of for all of our student athletes here. And it's even more so for hockey because the fact that the media attention is on it, the fact that how many fans are in the stands, and listen. I was at Denver, where Denver and Colorado College is considered a big rivalry. It doesn't come near the level of intensity and sometimes hatred that goes on between these two programs, not only on the ice but in the fans. The animosity that they carry for each other. It's a special rivalry to be a part of, and I think we're very fortunate to have that.
RPI hockey coach Seth Appert on 104.5 The Team. I got to tell you, Coach, when I moved here a year ago and I first got here, so many people in the Capital Region, the first thing they told me was, you got to go to an RPI Union game. You got to go to it. And I went to the game at RPI. And for me being from Texas, I'd never seen college hockey, like legit. I saw club hockey, but nothing like this. It blew my mind. It was just such a cool experience, and it was a great time. And I can promise you this, Levack and myself are going to come to a game this year and watch you guys do your thing. We'll make sure to let you know when we're there. We'll try to stop by either before or after and say hello as well.
That'd be awesome. Anytime you guys want to come over, we'll take care of you. And, put October 31st and 1st on there. I think that you guys will like what you see from both teams, both programs, and it's kind of must-see entertainment in this area for sure.
Sounds like a date.
Don't please mop the ice with Notre Dame. I just can't stand Notre Dame as a program.
You're not a Golden Domer?
Not a Golden Domer by any stretch of the imagination.
Nor am I. So we will we'll go out there and absolutely do our best.
Amen. RPI
Thanks,
hockey coach Seth Appert. Coach, call us anytime. And, of course, RPI opens up their season tonight against Notre Dame. And, Coach, we'll be cheering for you this season. Good luck to you guys, and keep in touch with us, okay?
Thanks, guys. Thanks for having me on.